meeting is being recorded.
Good day, parents of Marietta High School. I'm Mrs. Haddock, and I am going to go straight into what it is that we're going to be doing today, because obviously I don't want to spend too much of your time. I know you have other classes to attend, so I just wanted to let you know I'm Mrs. Haddock. I'm originally from Miami, and I teach IB Psychology Year 1 as well as World History. And this year, it's a little different, as you can tell. Our meeting is virtual. But here is the first page here just kind of gives you the remind codes for IB Psych. It's at DKF2E83. And for World History remind code, it's CCBA29. And of course, you have to text to 81010. And then in the body of the message, you would write that @ symbol and then the letters and numbers that follow it. Okay, so my email address is there. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little, bright, not as bright. It's ekhaddock@marietta-cities.k12.ga.us. The phone number there is the school's number. My extension is 8805. You can leave me a message if I don't answer. A quicker way to get a hold of me is to either use Remind or use my Google Voice number, which is 305-239-8311. And it's a 305 number, obviously, because I'm from Miami, but it still works. So, all right, let's continue going. So my schedule. All right, so I am here 8 days from, early on, but my planning is at 9. But I start my day with the students at 10 a.m. I start off with IB Psychology from 10 to 10:55, and then World History at 11 to 11:55. And then from 12 to 1 is lunch, of course, and then fourth block is from 1 to 1:55, which is also World History. On my B-Day schedule, I start my day with my World History students, and then I have a planning from 10 to 10:55. 11 to 11:55, I have my World History students, and then from 12 to 1 is lunch, and then at 1 p.m. is my IB Psychology Year 1 class as well. As you can see, I have office hours. In the morning, it's from 7:30 to 8:30. My afternoon hours are from 2 to 4:30. And, I'm available whenever. If I can reach you before, after, I'm available at that time too. So just wanted to let you know that that's not where it stops. Fridays, it's by appointment. So kids need to reach out to me and make an appointment if they need to see me on Friday. Okay, so Zoom links, right? So Zoom links can be found at the top of the classroom page. As you can see here for IB Psychology, it's highlighted in yellow for you. And then there's this folder down here that says everything Zoom related. That's kind of like the videos that I've posted for kids to be able to, change their virtual backgrounds if they wanted to, or learning how to put a picture so that it's not just a black screen. World History, parents, same thing. The Zoom meeting information has all of the Zoom meeting classes. And then, of course, the Zoom meeting related courses, which as well teaches them how to put a virtual background if they don't want to show, their home, or a picture if they just want to have that. It's better than just a black screen, I try to tell them. Okay, assignments. So the way that everything is set up this year, and it's kind of uniform for all teachers just so that it could be easy for parents to find. As you can see here on my left for my IB parents, I have IB Psych Year 1. As you can see, there's 2 unit folders already, but the first one is red, and it's the Introduction to Psychology. And as you can see, we had a couple of lessons already for that. We've started Unit 2, Psychological Research, the Research Basics. And then, of course, for World History here on the right to my parents of World History, we are still in Unit 1, and we probably won't finish until the 18th week of September. Students do have a summative that last week, but this is how you can find the information within each folder. You'll find like resources, whether it be a PowerPoint or an assignment or an activity or other resources that they can use to help them find the information that they're looking for, as well as a copy of maybe a class that I recorded that I felt, had a lot of the information for the kids that they need to go back and refer to it. And the same thing with my IB Psychology year 1 for the most part. Okay, so for my syllabus highlights, or just for my year 1 IB Psych kids, the information here is our grading categories is, as you can see, formative is 60% and summative is 40%. Additionally, if you're looking for the syllabus because maybe you haven't seen it yet, you go to course information and you scroll down all the way to the bottom, and here you can see where it says IB Psychology Year 1, and then there is a blue hyperlink in the actual form that takes you to a digital online form. If you can go ahead and fill that out if you haven't already, that would be awesome. As well as, let me talk about some other important things for this class, because this is kind of like their core. This is where they're building their knowledge for IB Psychology. And so class attendance and participation are very key. If they miss a day, it will set them behind. Completing assignments on time is crucial as well, because we're building foundation right now. And so if they're missing something, it's going to create a gap. And so it's very important for them to complete these assignments and to be in class and to participate, like actively engage in it. Communicating with me with questions on assignments or any items that need clarification. I'm here for them. I always ask. I always stop and pause whenever I finish something to make sure that there aren't any questions. And for the most part, I feel like the kids, they ask the questions that they need, and it's great. All right, so for this class, the requirements for the HL IB Psychology students is that they have with me first year paper 1, which are the core approaches. So that includes the biological level of analysis, the sociocultural levels of analysis, as well as the cognitive level of analysis. And within those, they have extensions, which is, anything related to animal studies, globalization and human behavior, and so forth. And so those are all included in paper 1. And so they learn that this year with me. They also learn with me how to practice their internal assessment and some methodology for their paper 3. They'll learn the rest with Dr. Sylvester, but for the most part, they're going to learn all that with Dr. Sylvester, who is going to be responsible for paper 2, which is year 2. And there's 4 options. I believe we only do 2 of those. So this year, I don't know what it's going to be like next year, but this year the kids only have to have 1. So I don't know if that's going to be something that IB will consider for next year, but it's just something to let you know. Okay. And that's it for my IB Psych year 1 students. Communication, the 3 C's I always say: class attendance, completing assignments, and communicating. Those are 3 C's that are very important in my class. Okay, world history information. So here, parents from my world history classes, the grading categories are a little different, because for formative it's 70% and for summative it's 30%. The syllabus as well can be found under the course information and orientation folder down below. Additionally, there is a blue link as well for your students to complete, or for you to complete with your child. And the information there just kind of helps me how to communicate with you, best method to communicate with you, and so forth. Other important notes: class attendance and participation are key, right? Completing assignments, communicating with me. 3 C's, same thing as my IB class, but with this one, it is required to graduate. My class for world history, they need this class to graduate. And so it's very important that they really focus and pay attention and do the assignments, and they're not afraid to explore other options and ask me for those options. Okay. So I'm going to leave this QR code up for a little bit, but basically go ahead and sign in for open house. It's just a couple of questions, maybe like 5. Go ahead and open up your camera on the phone and then point your device toward it, and it's going to take you directly to the form. But once you're done with it, hit submit, and it sends me the information. So thank you for your time. I look forward to, meeting you down the road when things are a little bit less chaotic due to COVID. But I love your students. I love your children dearly. I'm here for them. They know that. I always try to make sure, you know, that they have everything that they need. And so I do this because I love it. If you need if you want to learn more about me, you can go back to the course information folder where it says teacher page, and it can just share a little bit more about me so that you can learn about Miss Haddock. All right, so thank you. Have a good day, or the rest of your day at least.